So these are your new releases for the month of January 2025. Now I'm going to be highlighting some of the ones that I am personally interested in, and I'll also go over some other ones that maybe you guys might be interested in. However, the entire list of every single movie that's coming out in January, that'll all be listed in the description below. You'll see the release date as well as the format, and if there's a special edition or collector's edition, it'll show you that as well. So again, this is going to be highlights. Otherwise, this video probably would take about an hour and a half to do. So let's get started on the very first Tuesday of January, which is January 7th, Tuesday Blues Day. The first big release that's going to be out for that day is the movie Seven. Now, this is a steelbook for the 30th anniversary of the film Seven. There is also a DigiPack available. The Seven steelbook is okay in my opinion. I'm not really digging the artwork as much as I thought I would for this one. It's nice. I have seen other photos of it, but like I said, this particular version doesn't really do it for me. There is a DigiPack available, and that DigiPack is $10 cheaper, $25.27. I did see photos of the inside of the fold out of this. It looks gorgeous. Personally, for me, this is the way to go. I already own Seven on Blu-ray. I have the Digibook that came out a few years ago, and I loved it. I honestly didn't see a need to upgrade, but this Digipack, I'm a fan of like the Digipacks, Digibooks. I am a fan of Steelbooks, but when I see something like this for a movie that I really love, for me, it's worth that double dip. In this case, Seven Digipack is the way to go for me. But like I said, you can get the Digipack or you can get the Steelbook, $25.27 for the Digipack or $37.99 for the Steelbook, which is pretty crazy. We also have the movie We Live in Time, which is the A24 film that stars Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Now, there are two versions available for this one as well. You have the standard edition that you see here, which is $26.16, and there's also the A24 exclusive Digipack, which you can only get through the A24 store. And there's no price on this, but I would assume it's probably around $27. Might be the same price. If you like this movie, yeah, it's coming out the first week of January. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have the film Saturday Night, which I don't know much about. I know it's directed by Jason Reitman, but I did not get a chance to see it. I do want to see it. This won't be a blind buy for me because it's $30, and honestly, I can wait. If I get a chance to stream it first, and if I really like it and I think it's a movie that it'd be worthy of having in the collection and also rewatchability and all that, I might pick this up later down the road. But right now, for a movie that I haven't seen, $30, it's not really my cup of tea. Anyways, if you have seen it, let me know in the comments if you think it's good, if you think it's really, really good and worth buying. All right, so let's see. This one right here is a Criterion release. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the names because I don't want to be disrespectful and completely mispronounce them, which I know I will. But this is from Criterion. This is a 4K and Blu-ray. Two films for $61.72. You can get it right through Amazon, or you can get it directly off of Criterion's website. I don't know how much they sell it for, but might be around the same or might be a little bit more. Who knows? Now, the film Armor stars my favorite Sylvester Stallone, but this is not going to be a blind buy for me. I will wait to catch this on streaming before I even pull the trigger on something like this. I've heard from a very good friend of mine who enjoys the same type of action flicks like I do, and he said this was terrible. I will take his word for it. I'll catch it down the road, and if I do like it, I'll pick it up, and it'll probably be cheaper than $20.99. So there is no other version available by the looks of it. Doesn't look like there's a 4K for it. Why would there be? You know, this is like the direct-to-video style. This one is on my radar. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. This is Sanctum from Shout Factory. This is the 4K and Blu-ray combo. I already own this movie. I have the 3D version, which I absolutely love. Now, I don't know yet for me if I'm going to pick this up or not. I'm going to wait for a review on the actual transfer of this film because the Sanctum 3D release was 3 out of 5 stars in terms of the video quality. So, you know, how much of a difference is it going to be with the 4K? It might be a substantial difference, which might make me want to pull the trigger on something like this. But for right now, it's pending. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Now, again, I'm not going through the entire list of all the movies that are coming out because it's a lot of them, and this video would take a while to get through. So I'm just kind of going to go over certain ones that I find appealing. And if I skip some that you guys might personally be excited for, I do apologize. But, you know, we all have our preferences in movies. So there's that. Rampo Noir. I've never seen this film, but it's an Arrow release, so you know it's going to be great. You know, the packaging, the special features. I mean, these things are just beefed up, and they always have something for fans of the film. So if you are a fan of Rampo Noir, this might be the time to get it. You know, it looks like it's a limited edition. It doesn't say anything about a 4K. It just looks like it's the 2K, but I don't see a 4K release for it. So maybe there will be one down the road. Who knows? All right, let's see what's on the next page. Now, Beyond the Wasteland, this is something that actually popped up on my radar. I did hear about it through a friend of mine on Instagram. I have added this to my watch list so I can kind of see if it's something that is worth owning. They have the trailer here, so I may watch that later. But, it looks interesting enough to warrant a watch. So we'll see what happens with this one. We also have the Lord of the Rings 4K Walmart exclusive steelbook, which includes the 4K and a digital code, as well as the theatrical and extended versions of the film. This is going to be released at Walmart in 2 weeks, January 7th. So if you don't own enough Lord of the Rings movies, now's the time to add more, because these films, I feel like there's a new version that comes out every freaking year. It's crazy. Although I will say this, my biggest regret as a physical media collector, I used to own the DVD, the thick, first extended edition that came out for the Lord of the Rings, the very first one. And I traded it in at Blockbuster. I still regret it to this day, but you live and learn. What can you do? Drag Me to Hell, the Shout Factory Steelbook, is being released at Walmart now on January 7th. If you didn't get it from Shout Factory, you can pick it up at Walmart on the 7th of January. Also, it looks like Universal is doing another run on the Wolfman. These originally came out at Best Buy. They were Best Buy exclusives, and then obviously we all know what happened with Best Buy. So they still have some of these that they've put out in different stores. I've seen them at Walmart already, but it looks like they're redoing it again. And then again, We Live in Time, which is the one that we saw earlier. January 14th, this is another very busy Blues Day Tuesday, or Tuesday Blues Day, however you want to call it. Snowpiercer comes out in 4K. This is an Amazon exclusive steelbook. If you guys have seen any of the Amazon exclusive steelbooks, they are gorgeous to look at. They usually come with slip covers. The artwork is beautiful on the front and the back, as well as the inside. So this is one that I've definitely pre-ordered. I have the original release that came out many years ago, and for $34 is actually not a bad price to upgrade it to the 4K. So I'm excited to revisit this, and I can show it to my wife, who she's never seen it. So it'll be nice time to do so. Honorable mention here for Once Upon a Time in the West 4K. Now, I already own the Paramount Presents version of this, which is also in 4K, so I'm not sure why they're releasing this one, but they are. I guess they just want their money. Chinatown is coming out, also from Paramount Pictures. I have never seen this movie, never been on my radar, never been interested in it, but maybe one day I will watch, so that will be available. Another Arrow release, Inglourious Basterds. This is a limited edition. You're getting the Blu-ray, and they also have a 4K release as well. So the Blu-ray is $38.81, and then the 4K over here is it's marked at $60, but looks like the pre-orders have been shut down, so they've already exceeded their pre-orders for Amazon. But if you go through Arrow's website, they might still have them. I don't know. Something to check if you definitely want to pick this one up. A lot of anime, the Shaw Brothers. This is, I think, a compilation of different films. Yep. So this includes 11 movies. Shaw Brothers Classics, Volume 5, $134 for 11 films. That's actually not bad at all if you're a fan of these films. We got some cool artwork and, some good quality. They're all Blu-rays, no 4Ks in that one. All right, let's see what's next. We got Richard Pryor's film JoJo Dancer, Your Life is Calling. Criterion. This comes out in 3 weeks, and it looks like a Blu-ray, and then, yep, you got your 4K. So your Blu-ray is marked at $27.99, and your 4K is marked at $34.99. All right, let's see what else we got. We got another Criterion, The Mother and the Whore. Yeah, that's a title. That's something I haven't seen. Can't say that. I know somebody. Never mind. I'm not going to even go any further. Anyways, we got another Arrow video release for the film Incubus. Incubus in 4K and Blu-ray as well. So the Blu-ray is $27 and the 4K is $33.59. This is all USD, by the way. The film Escape is foreign film. I never saw it. I never saw this film. This is a Lee Jong-pil film. I believe this is a South Korean film. It's marked for $33.49. Which is pretty steep for, just a bare bones release, which I'm kind of surprised. Reindeer games. 4K from Kino Lorber. Kino Lorber has been putting out a bunch of stuff as of recently, and they're not stopping. This is the Kino Lorber release, which if you have any Kino Lorber films, or I'm sorry, if you have any Kino Lorber releases, you know that they are packed with special features. So, again, this is for the hardcore fan of some of these films that want to go, deeper into the making of and that sort of thing. If this movie's for you, then this is a good time to pick it up. There have been other versions available as well. This one right here is the Blu-ray for $22.49. The 4K is marked at, get the hell out of my way, $31.49. So you have the 4K Reindeer games for $31.49. And then there's been other releases in the past. So if you haven't gotten it from your DVD and you want to upgrade it to Blu-ray or 4K, now is the time. Let's see this one. Sometimes I think about dying. Oscilloscope. Okay, so this particular company here, they do some really good releases. I have a film called Coherence from them. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, I definitely suggest you checking it out. It's a mind trip. I mean, it's probably one of the better films that I've seen in the last 15 years. Just so well written. There's so much that goes on. I need a rewatch because it's just one of those movies. Very, makes you think a lot, and it's very low budget and very good. If you get past the first 20 minutes and you can make it past that, you're good. The movie is great. Definitely check it out. But what I'm getting at is that this company tends to put out solid releases with, special features and that sort of thing. I haven't seen this movie, but a title like that definitely makes me want to check it out for sure. So if it's available on streaming, I will do my best to find it. Also, Coherence, if you do want to see it, I think it is available to stream on on Amazon. That's where I saw it before I bought it. So, all right, moving on to January 21st, we have Kill Bill Volume 1 in 4K. First time in 4K, which means that Kill Bill Volume 2 is also going to be released this same day because that's what they've been doing as of recently. So here we have the cover art for this, which I'm not going to lie, underwhelmed. This is a very lazy cover art. Just, I don't know. I'm not digging it. I'm not sure I'm going to buy this one. I know that there's going to be more releases down the road, and I'm still waiting on my damn release of The Whole Bloody Affair, which I'll show you guys. I actually do own The Whole Bloody Affair on Blu-ray. Obviously, this is not an official release. Do what you will with that information, but I got a chance to see this film in theaters back many years ago in Philadelphia. And it was an incredible experience. Got to see, both films back to back. I know one day it's going to come out. I don't know when, but apparently it's not right now. So this is the standard release. There is also a steelbook that's coming out the same day. And I am not impressed with the steelbook. I'll be honest. Like, again, the cover art, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't speak on the film. It just shows two characters and that's it. They could do so much with this movie. There's so many little things in this film that they could decide to do a really awesome release on it. So hopefully one day there'll be a really cool collector's edition that comes out where both films are included with The Whole Bloody Affair. That's a dream right there. Anyways, so yeah, you can pick the regular 4K release for $27.96 or the steelbook, which is priced at, I don't know, because apparently pre-orders have been taken down on that. So yeah, if you didn't pick it up now, I guess you're not picking it up until later down the road by somebody selling it for twice or three times the amount. Kill Bill Volume 2. I like this cover better than Part 1, or Volume 1, I should say. I still don't think it's great. I think it's, I think the bottom area here is actually cool, but I don't know. It doesn't sell me. It doesn't make me want to go buy it. And it's $42.99. Holy crap, $42.99 for the regular release. So if that's the regular 4K release, I wonder how much these steelbooks are. They're probably put at 60 or something, which is crazy. I don't see the reason to pay $60 for a steelbook, especially just a regular steelbook. There is nothing about this that is screaming, $60 prices. Like, no, you can just get something from overseas for that, and a much better quality, much better design. I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, I'm curious how many of you guys would be willing to pay $65 for just a regular 4K steelbook release. I just want to know in the comments. Jackie Brown's also coming out the same day. This is actually the only Quentin Tarantino movie I have not seen, so I need to watch it. This release a very plain looking release, if I'm being honest. There's a steelbook here for it as well. This steelbook at least looks more appealing than the other release. You got the colors popping way more, Jackie Brown colors with the blue jacket and then the red background. That looks a lot nicer than the other version that they're releasing there. And there's no price on it. So this, again, is $42.99 for Jackie Brown in 4K. So if you're a big fan of Jackie Brown and you want to upgrade, now's the time to do it. All right, we also have Venom, The Last Dance with the 4K. This is Steelbook Collector's Edition, priced at $48.49. I mean, this cover art is a lot better than the other stuff that I've seen. This is pretty damn cool. Venom, you have Venom on the cover. Very self-explanatory. $48.49. I haven't seen it. I'm sure that I'll probably watch it later down the road. We shall see. They also have the Blu-ray release, just the Blu-ray alone with the digitals, $31.99. Wow. Okay. And then the 4K 2-disc set, 4K and the Blu-ray for $37.49. I mean, this is the way to go. If you're going to get this movie and you want the 4K and the Blu-ray, it's the way to go, because to spend $5 less and not get the 4K, might as well just have it even if you don't have access to the 4K, so that when you do get access to watching movies in 4K, you already have it. So that's my way of justifying things. Have you guys seen Venom, The Last Dance? I did not. I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters, but comment, let me know if you thought it was worth the while. This right here is the most exciting release, I think, for January. For me personally, it is The Cell. It's a limited edition from Arrow Films, and of course they have the Blu-ray and the 4K. When I tell you that this is one of my absolute favorites, I freaking love this movie. This is a much needed upgrade for me, as I only own the DVD. So I did not buy the Blu-ray when it came out. There was, for me personally, no reason to justify that upgrade, because the DVD is the snapback case. It had a ton of special features on it, and the Blu-ray was very bare bones. So I just didn't see the need to upgrade it. Now I can upgrade. Now I can upgrade to this beautiful release here from Arrow. The special features, are going to be going off like crazy. I cannot wait to revisit this. It's been a few years since I've seen it, but I love this film. I defend this film to this day. It is one of those movies that deserves a little bit more praise than it gets. The Substance, another very popular film in the last couple of months, and rightfully so. Fantastic movie. It's on Movie, still available if you wanted to watch it streaming wise, but there is a Blu-ray and a 4K. The Blu-ray you can pre-order still. The 4K, I believe, has already been shut down. Yeah, so pre-order pending. They had to put a stop to it because it just probably went crazy and everybody started pre-ordering it. So rightfully so. I'm glad that this movie's getting recognition. Great, fun little flick. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. All right, Smile 2, one that I was pleasantly surprised with. I missed it in theaters. I just recently had a chance to watch it on Paramount Plus, and I really enjoyed it. She killed it in the role. She gave it her everything, and honestly, I don't know if she didn't act her ass off like she did in this movie that I would have enjoyed it as much, but I was with her the entire time. I mean, this movie kept me really, really focused, and I was rooting for her. I truly was. $25.19 for the Blu-ray and 4K, which isn't bad actually. So $25.19 for the 4K and the Blu-ray, and there's a steelbook as well. The steelbook is $34.96. That's a good price. You got the 4K Blu-ray and the digital code, and Jack Nicholson's son. I don't know your name. I apologize. I would imagine last name Nicholson though, but could be wrong on that too. So anyways, great movie. Let's skip through these. And Scream Factory or Shout Factory is doing their thing again, releasing stuff in 4K with a different cover art to get you to buy again. So 4K of Vampires. If you haven't seen this one, it's a fun time. John Carpenter's Vampires. It wasn't the greatest thing when I saw it back in the day. I don't hate it. Very campy for me. We did watch it again recently. I showed it to my wife for the first time. She enjoyed it. She thought it was entertaining, but it's not one that I would need in 4K. Like, I already got the Blu-ray. I'm good with that, What else do we have? Okay, here we go. Azrael. This is what I love about streaming. I know as a physical media collector, you're like, well, streaming and all this, like, how do you just justify, like, streaming and physical media? But I use both. I use streaming to help me out when there's a movie that I didn't get a chance to see in theaters, because I try my best to go out to see movies in theaters as much as humanly possible. there are times where I just can't make it. So when it's available on streaming, that's when I watch it. And then streaming helps me decide whether or not I think it's worthy of owning or not. And Azrael was a movie I was very excited about. Had a chance to see it while it was streaming, and I did not like it one bit. So I saved $17.59. Thank you, streaming, because I'm not going to buy it. But if you enjoyed it, it is coming out. So this is another Kino Lorber release, April Fool's Day. This has already been released by Shout Factory. I own that version, and it's a great movie. It's so campy. I don't see the need to get this in 4K. I don't, $31. Yeah, I'm good. The Blu-ray it looks great and it does its job, and I'm good. So what else do we have here? We have Grifters, 4K Criterion release. I don't know anything about this movie. John Cusack is in it though. Maybe I'll have to check it out, but it is coming out from Criterion. The Last Voyage of Demeter, a collector's edition from Shout Factory, 4K. I've seen this already on their website, so there are two versions of this. There is this one that we're looking at right here, and there should be, there is this version right here, which includes the 2 exclusive posters, 2 exclusive slipcovers, and then it's the 4K Blu-ray DVD. So this slipcover plus the one that we just saw on the other one, and yeah, it's going to be available to pre-order. So if you want to pre-order that one with the posters, you got to go directly on their website. If you want to just pre-order the regular one, you could just do it right through here and get it on Amazon. Feed from Unearthed Films. If you haven't seen that movie, this movie's a trip. I saw this back in the day. I think it came out in like 2004 or 5 maybe. Crazy movie. 2005. Yeah, I saw this when it came out, 2005, and it's pretty wild. This is based loosely on some stuff that does go on. There's been cases of this reported in Germany and other European countries. I'm sure here in the US it's probably happened too, but I don't want to get into it. Check it out. Check out the trailer. It's something. It's something for sure. Okay, that's it for these. I don't see anything that is appealing to me. Oh, yep, we got this one here, the Mr. Pink edition of the Reservoir Dogs Steelbook. This is the same exact Steelbook as this one here, but it's just not in pink. So if you own this version, then you already have it. This was a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook that came out, but they're re-releasing it with the cover in pink. So there you go. All right, so that's it for the 21st. Let's see what we got for the 28th. You have The Keep, which is a Vinegar Syndrome release. These releases go pretty hard. Vinegar Syndrome, I slept on these guys for a while, and I just recently got my very first order from them, which was The Howling Part 2. And, I mean, gorgeous release. The artwork, the slipcover, just the whole overall presentation, plus the special features. I mean, there was a ton of stuff on this, and yeah, I'm a fan of Vinegar Syndrome, so I'll definitely be ordering more from them. So this is Vinegar Syndrome's The Keep. So this is The Keep, Vinegar Syndrome. We also have The Last Witch Hunter, Amazon exclusive Steelbook. I don't remember this movie at all. I did see it, so if I'm not remembering it, it probably wasn't memorable. But if you liked it, there's a Steelbook coming out, and that's on January 28th. Congo is also getting a release from Vinegar Syndrome. I have only seen the spine of these, and they're like this thick. So there's a lot in those releases that are coming out, and they're priced at $49.98, and rightfully so, because you're getting that amount. Again, this pricing is the same as Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, and you're not getting much with those. So this is the stuff that I'm talking about, where they like put these out there for such a crazy price because, they're just, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. I'm not going to get into it now. We got another Criterion release here, Winchester 73. Nice little cover art here. Very simple, very elegant. I like. What is this? This is Sea of Love, Al Pacino, Ellen Barkin, John Goodman, and this is from Kino Lorber. That's coming out on January 28th for $33.49. Not bad. Looking for Mr. Goodbar. This is another Vinegar Syndrome release I saw online already. Richard Brooks directed this one, and it is $49.98. So again, these beefy releases, check them out. Vinegar Syndrome if you haven't, and if you own any Vinegar Syndrome films, let me know in the comments which ones you guys got. Which one's your favorite release? Let's see what else we got here. We got a Dario Argento film, Opera. I'm very indifferent about Dario Argento, and a lot of people in the horror community hype him up. Suspiria, I enjoy. I think it's great. And there are other films where I could care less about, and this is one of them. I could care less about this one, and that's okay. It is what it is. It just saves me $50 from spending. But if you do like this movie, it is $49.99, and there are 2 cuts in this particular release. So there you go. Orca. Oh my God, Orca. I haven't seen this movie in years. This is a Kino Lorber release. If you haven't seen Orca, what are you doing? Watch it if you want a great time. This is the response to Jaws, but the Orca. It's something. It's something for sure. It's been years since I've seen it, but yeah. Anyways, this one here, Sliver 4K, Vinegar Syndrome. I love this cover art here. If you've seen the movie, you would understand this cover art here. If you have not, it's a movie to definitely check out at least once. I personally wouldn't own it, but I definitely did enjoy it when I saw it. Just not enough to want to buy it and have it in my collection. Close Your Eyes. This is a Spanish film, a foreign film. This is on my watch list. I've been wanting to see this. This is coming out in a month. So this is one of those films that I just need to find first streaming. I got to find it somewhere, and I don't want to make the mistake like I've done in the past where I blind buy something and then I end up not liking it, and there goes my money. I mean, the one thing is I do giveaways and that sort of thing, so that's usually where a lot of my giveaways go. Other times I just end up selling it online on eBay or something like that. But yeah, we got a couple other releases here, but nothing that catches my eye. Some stuff that is like erotic stuff. So here's one that I have not seen that I did pre-order, and I only pre-ordered it because I heard a lot of hype about it, and hopefully they don't disappoint. It's called The Coffee Table. I did not get a chance to see this anywhere. I looked for it, and there was one site that I could find it for like $20 to rent, but I'm like, you know what? I'll pre-order it. It was cheaper before than $36.99, so I pre-ordered it for like $27, I want to say. So for $7 more, I was like, I'll own it. If I don't like it, I'll sell it, get some of my money back. We'll see how it goes. More erotic stuff. Man, all the erotic stuff. The Line, I heard a little bit about this one. I did not get a chance to see this either. If anybody has seen this one, do let me know. It's the kid from Hereditary. But it's coming out in a month, $32.99. I'll wait to catch this one there. Let's see what else we got here. That's pretty much it for January 28th, and that puts us at the very last release of January, Halloween, live at Budokan. Apparently it's a band. I did not know. A band called Halloween. So there it is, guys. These are all your new releases for the month of January in the year 2025 for physical media. Like I said, all we went through is just a highlight of all the new releases. In the description below, you will find the entire list of all the new releases, so you can check them all out there. If you enjoyed this type of video and you want to see more stuff like this, do let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to do it monthly. Just kind of go over it. I do this anyways, so I might as well just next month actually record myself going through the pre-orders. And if you want to learn maybe about this particular website, Blu-ray.com, this is what I use personally for, finding out what movies are coming out. I use this to log all my movies on, and I also use it to chat with people and, have all these conversations about movies and geek out. There's group buys that I'm part of for special releases for like HMV and that sort of thing. So it's a great website for many different reasons. But if you wanted to see a video on just Blu-ray.com and you're new, maybe trying to get into physical media collecting and that sort of thing, it's a great site to check out. Let me know if you'd want to see a video like that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a like if you did enjoy it. And if you are new here, consider subscribing for all things physical media. As always, happy hunting to you all, and I'll see you on the next one.